Share them on because your time is coming, baby girl. You're still carrying the whole body on your head. Uncle, sister, I don't do you from a village. Step aside and let God step in because it is not my job description. Energy.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted.
Hi queens, it's your new fave that Ifeanyiwa Ikechukwu, and I'm back with another banging video on how to step out of a poverty mindset and step into what? An abundance mindset. A poverty mindset is a mindset of lack. An abundance mindset is a mindset of fullness, of wellness, of health, of abundance, of plenty. You need to operate from an abundance mindset for you to flourish and for you to come into your rich season. You cannot come into your rich season when you're still thinking like a poor man or acting like a poor man, or reacting to situation and to life like a poor man. No, you cannot do that. You need to operate from a standpoint of abundance. It is when you start operating from this standpoint, that things begin to come to you. Your dreams, your goals, everything just begins to flow. Resources begin to flow in. When you're operating from a place of lack, it just dries things up. Even what you have will be taken away from you because you're operating from a place of lack. So guys, let us get into the tea. The bunk old myths you have about money. When we've all heard sorts of things growing up concerning money. Like, I remember when I was walking this journey, I remembered how growing up my big mom used to say things like, money doesn't grow on trees, money doesn't, you can't pick money on the floor, you gotta, like, there was so much pressure and stress about this topic. So I grew up with that mindset that money was hard to get and it was tough to get money, and you can only get like little amount of money in very, very long an extended period of time. That was how I was thinking growing up, because people around me had this relationship with money that was a big deal, and like it rubbed off on me, and I began to think that way, that money was so hard to get. So things like that, mindset like that, are things that, my love, you definitely need to debunk, because money is easy. Like, life is easy. Life is not hard. We're the one that make life hard. Life is not hard, my darling. So stop thinking hard and start thinking soft. Tip number 2 is practice gratitude. When you're thankful, there is full, there is enough. When you're thankful, there is abundance. When you're thankful, it always attracts good, attracts positive. Okay, but when you're ungrateful, like, even concerning what you have, like, you don't recognize what you have and you're always ungrateful, like you're always complaining and acting grudgingly towards the things that you have, it just takes those things from you, because life will begin to think that you don't deserve those things because you're not even grateful for the ones that you have. It's not going to help you, darling. So you need to, like, shake off that attitude, like shake it off, okay, and put on a new attitude of gratitude. Number 3 is recognize that you have something. Like, recognize that you've got potential, recognize that you've got talent, recognize that you've got gifts, recognize all the things you have in your life. You always have something. You cannot say you don't have anything. Like, you have something. So always recognize that you have something. Always recognize that you've got gifts. Always recognize and operate from that consciousness. God did not just leave you dry and empty. Don't always think and feel that you are empty. Like, never think that way. Never think that you're empty. Never think that you lack or that you don't have anything. Instead, operate from a place of gratitude, that you have enough and that you have something to start with, even if you don't have it all together yet, but you have something to start with, and journey with that mindset and watch this change, baby. Okay, don't be attached to things, because attachment to things can lead to desperation, and being desperate is not something that is linked to an abundance mindset at all. An abundance mindset knows that they have it all and there is nothing that they lack, so why should they be desperate? Why should I be desperate when I have it in full? Even if I don't see it right now, and I don't see everything completely right now, I know that I have it in full. It's just like you are the daughter or son of a king, and maybe there is famine in the environment. Will you be shaking? You cannot be shaking, because you know that your father is the one in charge. So you operating from that mindset just validates that you are a queen, you are a king, and it's your father that runs this streets. Okay, so it's your father that runs the city, so you cannot just be stressed and you cannot be desperate about stuff. Desperation reeks of poverty, like it reeks of lack, it reeks of you don't have it. That is why you are desperate for it, because if you have it and you know that if it's for you it will come to you, you will not be desperate. Okay. Next tip is give. Like, bro, you need to give. You just need to give. Like, people that don't give are people that feel they don't have enough, so why should they give? Why should they be giving? See, giving is, we talk about investment, we talk about all kinds of investment, but we forget giving. Giving is that investment, that spiritual and physical investment you do that gives you 100% ROI. Like, it gives you 100% return on investment, because it is written that you give and it shall be given back to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Like, it just means that there is nothing that you give that you don't come back to you. Like, it always comes back to you. It always comes back to you. And there's something about giving that broadens your mind and enlarges your coast, because you can't give something and then that thing is becomes like a big deal to you after you give it. Giving stretches your capacity to receive. I feel like what you have not given, you may never receive, because you have not given it. Rich people always give, always give. You see all these rich people, most of them have foundations, they have charity foundations. Like, they can never be poor, because they are operating a direct instruction and a spiritual principle that must profit. Okay, it must profit, because God said it, so it must profit. So baby, you just need to give. Okay, don't be like, I don't have. Start from where you are. Okay, start from your current situation, because it's not even about the amount that you're giving. No, it's not about the money that you're giving. It's about the attitude and the mindset and the heart and what God is saying that you're giving. So you just need to give. Okay? Avoid inconvenience. Okay, if you're operating from an abundance mindset, you must step away from stress. Like, step away from stress. Okay, stress that you can avoid to save time and use that time to create more cash flows, but because you have a coconut head, you just decide to stay there and do it. But you can afford to outsource, you can afford to give it out, to delegate, but you don't want to, because you're operating from this slack mindset that, no, I must hold on to this money, I must not give it to someone else, I must not give it out to someone that makes my job and my life easier. Why bruh? Why are you doing that? It's not your job description to worry about you. It's not your job description. Like, it's God's job description and not yours. Yours is just like, take it in prayer and pray about it and tell God about it, and then step aside, baby. Okay, step aside from stress, step aside from inconvenience. I feel like God literally made us to live like a soft life. Like, you can't tell me he did not, because all the scriptures I'm saying, like, it's screaming soft life to me. How can God tell you that don't be anxious? Like, don't be anxious for what you will eat or what you will wear or what you drink, and you're still carrying the whole body on your head. Uncle, sister, are they doing you from a village? If they're not doing you, please stop it. Stop that thing. Okay, stop being worried. Just stop it. Like, relax, calm down. Calm down. Okay, it is not in your job description. See, whenever you see stress from this moment, just be like, it is not in my job description. I step aside. I step aside and let God step in, because it is not my job description. You know you can actually outsource this thing, and you are keeping on to that small amount of money. You are holding on to it, and you are risking your health, Nkechi. You are risking your health to Koro. Why? Why? Remove anger, envy, bitterness, jealousy. You see all those negative vibes, like just filter your mind of all those emotions that don't even help you. Why are you being envious of someone else and someone else's achievement? Be grateful for them. Like, be genuinely happy for them that they have stepped out of suffering. All this bitter emotion is not for you. It doesn't even look good on you. It makes you look old. It makes you grow old faster. So you cannot afford to be looking older than your age because you are jealousy, or you are envying, or you are. Instead, when you see someone winning, just be happy for them. You know, cheer them on, because your time is coming, baby girl. Your time is coming, baby boy. And your time is coming, and people are going to be there to cheer you on. The last tip is, do not operate from the place of fear. Poverty mindset makes you live in fear of running out of. Live and operate from a standpoint where you know that you have everything you need, and whatsoever extra that you need is going to come to you. It's going to come to you because you're going to easily attract it without stress. But poverty mindset just makes you live in this bondage of, like, you're so scared of running out of this, so you begin to hoard things. Like, there are some people that don't even want to let go of stuff. Like, they don't let go. That is a lack mindset, seriously. Like, this thing has spoiled, this thing has this furniture is no more good, this furniture has rotten, but you still want to manage, you still want to like go and fix the leg, even though you have the money to just like let this thing go. But you don't want to let it go because you're like, it's not yet, it can still be useful, it can still be useful. But let things go. It just, I mean, it makes you free. It frees you because you're not like attached to things. You're looking the same way all the time because you are trying to manage. So you cannot be holding on to like old clothes that maybe have torn. You want to like go and sew it back. Or sometimes like you're traveling a long distance, or you want to trek, or you want to be jumping transports like halfway until you get there. Why are you doing that to yourself? You're risking your health, you're risking your security. You can just hire this particular logistic company once and for all and get it done. As long as it doesn't stress you, like, pay for it. If it doesn't stress you, pay for it. If it reduces your stress, pay for it. If it makes you live longer, pay for it. If it helps your health, pay for it. Like, spend that money. Please spend that money. See, I'm not saying you should not save. I'm big on saving. I'm big on having investment. I'm big on you having a future, having something to save. But I'm just saying that you and I both know that these particular things, you can afford to do them, but you're just storing, you're just hoarding, and you will be suffering from one sickness that you could have avoided. Why, guys? I think this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me through thick and thin to the end of this video, and I hope that this brought you so much value and you can step away from a poverty mindset and step into an abundance mindset from this moment. It's your girl, the Ife. Ciao.